Pod Squad, and welcome to another ASMR sketching video. Shout out to Jacob LaMontagne, I believe that's how you pronounce it, for a comment he left on my video requesting that I make a drawing inspired by his short film Game Night. And actually I was inspired to make his creation today based on his film, and that's what I'm starting to draw here. Also, shout out to Kennedy Mason for requesting that I draw Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. I haven't practiced drawing Tigger, so being that it's a cartoon and there's a very systematic and specific way to draw cartoon characters, I'd have to practice it before I really do that. So maybe in a future video I'll deliberately just make a Tigger, but till then I'll add a little like humanoid Tigger like creature in this drawing, just because thank you guys for subscribing, and you guys are very important to me, so I'd like to make sure I'm doing well to keep you guys happy. Now, Jacob LaMontagne, if you're watching this, you might wonder at first what this has to do with your video. Well, I think you might find out how this was inspired by your video here shortly. Let me tell you guys a story. Somewhere in an uninhabited patch of desert in New Mexico, there was a trailer that was just left out in the middle of wastes. Nobody dared venture too close to this location because rumor had it that the entire area was horribly irradiated from years and years of nuclear projects being disposed of at this site. So, no authorities had ever took it upon themselves to attempt to remove this old ancient trailer from the lot for fear of damaging their health in an irreparable way. Some people claim they have seen the being that they affectionately refer to as Bohm. They made a song about him that rhymes and is quite silly. They would say, Bohm, Bohm lives in a biodome, because they believed that he was a captured extraterrestrial from Area 51, and that the government kept him alive in a biodome just to see how he interacts with nature and how he would affect our environment if he were allowed to live naturally. And the rumor has it that Bohm from the Biodome was eventually just seen as another biological creature that wouldn't have any significant negative impact on the environment. So they thought, let's just let him go like anybody else. Now, Bohm works for the CIA, mostly as a foremost expert on extraterrestrial biology. He gets paid well because there's no way they could replace him unless they capture another alien, and he knows that. The best part about having Bohm's job of pretty much just existing and letting the CIA ask you questions about your opinion on things is that you spend a lot of time chilling. Which is what Bohm does for the most part. He just chills in this desert, having a few drinks, and enjoying the desert around him. Being that this is an ASMR video, I'm more concerned with rendering the picture in a quick sketch rather than being too overly detailed about things. So you might notice that being that I have so much to draw, and I'm trying to keep this video as concise and entertaining as possible, some things might be sketched out pretty quickly and may not be as realistic or detailed as some people might prefer. Others might love it exactly like this. Me personally, if I'm watching somebody draw, doing sketches, I kind of like to just watch the drawing just kind of spill out pretty quickly from the artist. Just for comedy's sake, I'm gonna put some cartoony patches on that tire. And this one, I guess, will be the good tire, but it's all like shiny. Like a wet balloon, I don't know why. Maybe because he's like the next commercial spokesman for that tire wet stuff. You just spray it on. You just spray it on. You know what I'm talking about. If not, you could probably find that video on YouTube and then you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, so for Kennedy Mason, like I said, I'm not prepared to draw a Tigger. So this is just some crazy cat guy. In a future video, I might actually deliberately do a Tigger, but this is not him. I'll give him a little belly. I'm a belly on my kitty. So to continue the story part of this, aside from the fact that Bohm lives in a biodome and is like an alien space project for a living, sometimes creatures which are thought to be fictitious are proven to be otherwise behind the top secret doors of Area 51. For example, the whole cast of Winnie the Pooh pretty much lives there. And this character, which is not Tigger, clearly, is best friends with Bohm, so sometimes after work, when they're done answering questions about the extraterrestrials, I'm so goofy, that live in different galaxies and such, these guys will hang out right here. Tigger's like, hey, come here, bear. Well, I hope you guys are happy with this drawing. I chose a higher vantage point so you can see a bigger area. Let me know in the comment section if you'd prefer that I use a closer view and that therefore have to draw smaller pictures, or if you don't really care about the sharpness of the image but you'd rather just see me drawing it and hear the sounds of the pencil and all that. Okay, and there you have it, guys. Little background here, but he's out in the middle of the desert, and the trailer takes up most of his scenery there. I guess I could put some little shrubs and tufts of grass here from roots and stuff that happen to be growing in the environment. See, maybe this is a yucca plant here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. It's much appreciated.